Finish Act 5 and the UI unfolds to reveal Acts 6 through 10. I don't know how I would feel about that. I would be annoyed because I would think that the end of the game is coming, but I don't know. I don't know anything. I feel like I'm gonna finish the game and I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna be like, wow, that was the end of the game. And then I'm gonna have to go back through the VODs and rewatch shit to like start making sense of it. But maybe not. I don't know. Yes, this is better than a 2 a.m. start. I even brought tea this time. Man, last night, I like got my thermos of water that I just kind of had lying around because I don't refill my thermos every day because I refill one okay, I have two thermoses. I have the tea thermos and then the water thermos. The water thermos kind of it'll sit for a few days sometimes because I just be drinking out of the big fucking tea thermos. But I ended up I just had like the water thermos next to me last night. And I didn't even like drink from it during the entire stream. And then the stream ended, and I went to bed, and I took a drink from the water thermos. Not water, tea, actually. It was like 3-day-old white tea in there, which was fine. I drank it anyway. It was kind of a shock. I should probably not keep my phone on the same surface that I have this giant thing of tea on. Okay. All right, let's just get this train wreck on the road. Oh, I did that. I did that kind of backwards, but whatever. Fine. Okay. End of Act IV. Un pueblo de nada. The house or a house of nothing. Or a place of nothing? I failed a semester of Spanish. Honestly, the best train wrecks happen on roads. Oh, is this CETV or something? Maya. This must be our guest. Oh, hi, you must be... It's Maya. The traveling artist. The producer. Oh, I think we heard about Emily. Maybe. Or did we meet Emily? I don't even remember. She's coming to work at the station. We better get started. Yeah, we're about ready to start the broadcast. We'll do an intro. Okay. There is a lot of people in here. I guess it's a small room. Thanks for having me. You too. Oh no. You're replaying that one in her head. Oh my god, I can grab things? Okay, the ceiling's holding up okay. Toronto's here to help with the weather report, okay. Oh, this is neat. That should be cool. Elmo gets a lot more into it when he has some noise to vibe on. Looks Elmo. Video data bank. Used to be on the other side of the room, and the couch was in this corner. Go to where the ceiling is least leaky. Further from the windows, that's good. I think sunlight can also damage, like, the tape itself. Maybe I'm wrong. Slow-mo crow. That is a crow. A beloved crow, apparently. Image processor? Damn. Nice. Okay. Wow, you really imagine... Quite a vivid imagination you've got here. You're just imagining that there's cables moving on. And yeah, that is kind of how it is. Or maybe that's a specific patch she's imagining. It was previously there or something. Ah, here we go. Time to start the show. So this is WEVB. Saturn's in retrograde? Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? Hey, Kith. My poor tomatoes. It's Rita. This is your evening broadcast, 8192. Really raining out there. Yeah, astrology enthusiasts, they do be everywhere. Streaming twice within 24 hours? What is... Well, I was supposed to finish this game last night, but then I got really tired. So now I'm doing it now. It's been really nice earlier. Oh, is this a flashback to when this place is gonna flood? Mm-hmm. So wait, she's talking about the guest she's about to introduce? She's talking about the guest she's about to introduce, but she's speaking to the camera like the viewer knows her. What is she talking about? Oh wait, she wasn't talking to the camera before? Was she? No, she was. A lot of broadcasts. I came in around the 5s? She's just reminiscing about the broadcast she used to. This is great public access television. Just talk about a bunch of... Just self-reference all of your previous shit. People love that. I'm not saying we're in decline or anything like that. I love the evening broadcast. I think it was the first show we had on here. It was the first show not produced by the power company. The first community show. That nasty, paranoid propaganda. Where's the harmonica solo? The real question is, when does everybody get in front of the camera and say, this is extremely dangerous for our democracy? But I guess that's when the power company runs things. At least that would be. First broadcast were Aunt Connie, not worth remembering. Spine of the station, or maybe the heart. Or is it the skin? What part of the WEVP body do you think it is? I've always kind of wondered, like... Because, like, this kind of, like, small talk TV, where it's really just, like... It's like Seinfeld, but not written, so it's, like, mundane as hell, because it's just small talk. This has to appeal to, like, a very... This appeals to a very specific audience, and I feel like the audience that enjoys this is, like... old. I don't know how else to phrase that. It's almost not really that dissimilar to fucking, like, Twitch streams. Oh, we're showing tapes now? Yeah, I'm also curious if this is, like, a real number. I mean, it probably is. It looks real. There was another, there was also, like, the phone number to the what's it called? That, like, advisory phone number that we saw last night. What is this? This is public access television. Welcome. They're panicking, scrambling behind the scenes, and making small talk for an audience of probably tens. Oh, Pueblo de Nada is the name of the tape. Need to find that tape? Oh, I guess I gotta find the tape. I had these alphabetical. I'm getting the feeling they're not anymore. Yeah. Chronological order. Oh god, no. Well, I mean, actually, maybe that would be reasonable. Ron said he'd start filing the old stuff by language. He retires, it's English. Pueblo de Nada. Nice. They really just have a crow running the... Alright. Thanks, babe. Quite a beloved crow. You could say it really went to the birds? No, I wouldn't say that. I don't know why I would ever say that. Is that her intro? Talking about people who lived here over 100 years ago? Okay. You seen it before? Just say something nice. Yeah, it's something else. Yeah, that's... yeah. Did a lot of research for this tape. Oh, the people of nothing. The Archive of Utopian Thought. It is history, or is it just a story? It's a good tape. It's good television. Even though it looks like it's just a bunch of... kind of like a slideshow. It's good to have a portrait of the people who used to live here, and it does a good job of communicating who they are, what they did, what they were like, I think. People should know, a community shouldn't just disappear, even when it disappears. Or is there even a difference? Although now the tape is just here on a shelf. Every once in a while we dust it off and it shuffles around the airways again, like an old dog. Ah, like an old dog. There's an old dog in this game. Weird shake going on in my head. Yeah. I was a big fan. Copy it right. Wow. A fucking anti-copyright infringement poster? People are just working on some other shit, like right next to the set. Where are you staying tonight? Here in town. Maybe it's an anti-copyright poster. Is it? I guess maybe it is. It's kind of hard to tell. I guess, yeah, maybe the crossed out fingerprint is like a... yeah, don't leave your fingerprints on the negative. Yeah, maybe. It's not haunted. But it is haunted. He got some pretty clear voices there on his tape recorder. Wanted to have a seance, but couldn't round up enough brave souls to go all the way around the table. Nothing like a good local seance. Okay. Oh wait, she... oh, she was planning on staying in his loft, and now, okay. I see. Oh, Ron. Oh, crazy. He has an extra toothbrush. Actually used a twig this morning. What the hell? I'm just thinking about stars. She wants a pine needle? What the fuck? Is that a hell yeah? I feel like that's just not, nah, fuck it, yeah, hell yeah, brother. Do they know we're rolling? That's how people brush their teeth in the Middle Ages. Yeah, it's probably true, actually. Assuming they had pine trees. It's legit? Yeah, okay. feel like there might be reasons we switched to Toothpaste. Although maybe big Toothpaste just wants us to keep buying their product like sheep. Maybe we should go back to the woods. He is from several years old. God, this is the you didn't even introduce the guest? I guess she kind of vaguely introduced. Check up on the boys. Have you burned yourselves yet, gentlemen? Yeah, Big Toothpaste in cooperation with Big Dental. What, they're reading on some ham radio? So I can't even see the... Is this the radio? A weird shape for a radio. They'd use ground salt and cloves, which is basically toothpaste. Yeah, okay. That's more reasonable, yeah. What? They live in the noise? What? Oh, they're trying to get... Okay. It's like soil in your garden. You need rich soil, right? Mashed up, rotted leaves and stuff, like compost. The hell are they doing? Bringing on a new ghost box. Bringing on fucking phasmophobia equipment. The Paranormal Periodical. Oh, no, his is the Ghost Gazette. I think haven't they, don't they do this on those ghost hunting shows where they'll just like do like random frequency sweeps across radio stations, and if they hear like, you know, if the ghost or something happens at particular frequencies, they'll be like, oh, it's a message. But they're just sweeping through radio frequencies, so they're bound to hear something. Clearly heard dogwood in there. Kind of sounded more like frogwood to me. Oh, you called the number? How did that go? It's an Easter egg thing? Nice. I wonder if the other number is legit then. The number for like the what's it called? What's the station called? It's like WEPTV, something like that. There's an E in there somewhere. Just an Easter egg for the station. Okay. Yeah, I should like check the last night's VOD and call the like directory thing, because it would be dope if they actually had recreated that whole like weird directory for what's it called? The identifying animals and shit along that river. Can't come to the phone because we're on air playing a specialty. Okay. That's nice. Also, hey, what's up, Ocean? Hear that? Must have been dogwood. Ghost voices don't really come out until you play back the recording later. They only exist in recordings, like a copy without an original, a mirror reflecting something that isn't in the room. Weird. Like a vampire. Is that like... I guess. Vampires are pretty mundane by comparison. A mashup of creepy things we already knew about. Cannibalism, hypnotism, mist, bats. And glitter. He forgot glitter. It's very important. This is so, it's so weird to me that, like, I mean, I guess this is, like, local Joe Schmo TV. But it's so weird to me that, like, right here, like, literally feet away from the set where they're filming, these two are just having this conversation and fucking with a radio. Like, that shit would never fly, in most places. But I guess this is just sort of like a... This isn't so much a... I don't know, a commercial recording studio as it is just like a... It feels more like just some, like, community fucking... Do whatever you feel like as long as you're paying for, like, equipment rental type place. Good old public access. More leaks. These two... Oh. Oh, Ron's. That's a Ron. Everything on that tape was wild. Everything on that tape was wild, even the horses. What am I playing Stray? When it's not in vogue anymore. When no one is talking about it anymore and, like, no one's even thinking it, like, everyone's forgotten the game, that's when I'll play Stray. Nah, probably just if it goes on sale. I don't know, it's only like 20 bucks, but it's also only like 5 hours long. Or something like that, that's what I heard. On some weird tangent. A cat game? I mean, true, but I have a real cat, and I can just take my real cat and just like, I can just take my real cat and just drag it around the floor and pretend that I'm walking. I can do that for free. You should tell everyone about this donut shop in Sonora. Donut party. I told everyone they had amazing coolers, but trying to convince them to stop there with me anytime we were in the area. But the reason it stuck in my head was the name. I thought it was funny. Donut party? I mean, I guess it's funny. Calls horses here the neighbors? Ooh. Just as the sun was coming up, Ben and Bob found ourselves on a 65, on 65 by the Sonora exit. Prime donut eating hours. Wow, the thunder is getting fucking crazy. Feral is the right word for a bunch of horses that are just hanging out. But it wasn't called Donut Party, it was just called Donuts. What the fuck? Change the name. Then I noticed there was a party supply store across the street. The donuts weren't even very good. Ah, I see. The weird part is I still fantasize about stopping by the real donut party some morning and having one of those amazing coolers. In fact, the desire has only grown more intense. Man, when I was doing stage managing in theater, Could never let my mind wander like this. You really had to like if there was someone on and I didn't have to like actively do something, I was preparing for the next thing to go on. Kind of haunting, kind of ghost. And everything is a ghost around here these days. It's a ghost town. With people still living in it against all reason. Most of the houses are empty. Evening broadcast is a travesty. I mean, there's always been people here after the Pueblo de Nada, the community airstrip, then the company town, then WEVP. Somehow, just as the last group dies out, some new utopian project always finds a way to take hold. What is it about this place? It must be the well. They just talked about like whether or not the animals on the video they just watched were wild. Now it's time for the weather. I'm waiting for this storm to just like, I'm waiting for the ceiling to just cave in suddenly and this place just immediately floods. Are we prepared to queue this up? There's gonna be a rum colony later tonight. Yes, you should make sure Elmo is ready and that the camera's pointed in the right direction. That is kind of your job. Okay, they're prepared. That's good. I could do this. I could do your job. Oh. Performs the weather report. look at the head wobble. You get your supplies, Elmo. Oh, well, the room just shook. The storm is intensifying. Mail order these candle dyes, mineral oil. Roofs are leaking all over town. That girl that does pirate video stuff, jamming our scene, a weaver. Huh. She's doing that for everybody, eh? I guess it doesn't really matter if she's dead, if she's jamming the signal. Ghost is just an absent person, whether they're dead or not. Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, he's going insane! Think she'll get us tonight? It's about time, right? Maybe. Well, Saturn's in retrograde. What does that mean? When she busts in and takes over our signal, like a log falling on the road. Remind you that this all used to be trees. Yeah, his head wobble and wibble. Wiggle. I mean, he's also wibbling. I don't doubt it, but yeah, he's on another level. He's got that gelatin spine. How did she do it? Performances were cool, though. Is my neighbor? Okay. I was hearing like this like rolling bass sound. I was like, I wasn't sure if that was the storm in the game or my neighbor just like, I don't know. I think they're just watching a movie. Okay. For a while we thought she had a tower somewhere, but she's even jamming the local cable transmissions. She's in lectures. Storytelling sessions. Took for hours and shuffled through slide after slide of shapes, numbers, weird constellations. Who knows what any of it meant? Damn, it's like a number station. Except not at all like a number station. Well, maybe it was. Every cable in town. This was her projector. What happened to the rest of her stuff? Her slides are still here in the studio, maybe with the posters? Barry has all Weaver's old notebooks. Oh yeah, Weaver used to work here at this station. That's right. He like interned here or something? Big blue filing cabinet with the daisies painted on. Really hard part to find is these two pieces of glass. Repaired very precisely. From the clock store over in Glasgow. The ceiling panels are swelling. Looking at a video of the sun? Actually, I have a selection from the video databank about caves. We have a phone call. They hit the Pentagon! Wow, that's deep. I gotta say, this is really accurate to like public access TV call-ins. I'm just gonna listen to this for a minute. Mm-hmm, yeah. That's crazy. Garbage Pail Kids? This is the type of call you'd hear on like C-SPAN or something, and he would just be going on this like very mundane, like totally uninteresting story, and then he would just like subtly just mention like that he lives in like a fucking like 1 by 1 foot shed or something like really ridiculous like that. Or you mentioned that like, yeah, the raccoons they really help me when I'm fighting demons. Like, he just imagines that he's fighting demons all the time, and he's just actually that insane. Oh. My favorite part of this is everyone just sitting here silently. Also, I just realized the ceiling is leaking. Holy fuck. He's still going. Yes, they always come back to spaceships, too. I don't know why. It's never like, they never say aliens. They always say spaceships. I don't know why. I guess because they don't want to sound crazy by saying aliens. But they'll still say spaceships as if that's not also, like, insane. I guess maybe it's easier to backpedal from spaceships. Oh, the line's dead. Rip. Damn, he was just getting to the good part, too, I can tell. He has a really soothing voice. Yeah. People falling asleep on TV. Yeah, okay. Let her enjoy the tape. If Weaver is a ghost by some agreed upon definition in mechanics, that means WEVP TV is haunted. Should we be doing something about that? Aren't you supposed to like have an exorcism or something? I mean, kinda, I guess. You can't just leave a place haunted. I don't know. I think you can. I guess there were good ghosts and bad ghosts, like spiders. Good in the garden, bad in the shower. Oh, shaking it. Oh, the power. I'm gonna guess it's the power. Rat shoot a wire. Okay, well the power's definitely out. Still working on this? Okay. No. I'm supposed to be looking for here? I think I'm about to get jump scared or something. Okay. Would Elmo disappear into the woods? Go down the Echo River and ply his trade there. Oh. Oh, light's back. Ah, so she does the evening stuff. I wonder how many people even tune in at this point. Is she just reading her poetry to us here in the studio? Of course, you don't say that, yeah. Man, it is, it's pouring out there. Surely, how much water has to come through the roof before you leave? Yes, this is dangerous. No, do not just pretend that you do. Oh, no. Everyone's gonna get fried. Neighbor's barn's basically underwater. Ron knows what he's doing. He used to be a firefighter. I mean, I have to question how, yeah, water is a little bit different than fire. I mean, firefighters are generally suited for most emergencies, but flooding's like a thing. That's a thing. Oh, it's a weekly feature. That's good. I think she mentioned that before. To the out-of-towner. What eagle flew you to your final bed, and it was not men who brought you there to sleep. Men who left you bloodied and then fled had chosen the mud and muddy-watered creek. Did wild turkeys gobble dote and care, and wipe the moss beneath your eyelids clear? Did cardinals pull the twigs out from your hair, and wash your hands and feet and trim your beard? The building is shaking again. When wood ducks dressed you in your resting gown, and pigeons fashioned your shoes from leaves and bark, who then sewed flowers into a burial crown? The one who made your headdress was a hawk. Men who broke your body, where were they? The vultures stayed home on funeral day. Oh, look at the monitor? What? Oh, we're not live. Oh, is Weaver taking over again? That's a fucking ringing sound. That kind of hurts.
Nice car.
What the fuck was that timing? Thanks, Maffle. Okay, so the roof caved in. Nice. That was some supreme timing. Alright, so that's how that happened. A town. He's went no roof, yeah. This town's looking awfully watery. Oh, this looks like actually no, this just looks like hedges actually. Everything, right? Right. So okay, so the crew just took all of the stuff out of the back of the truck and is moving it on foot. How did this all fit in that truck? It's bigger on the inside. I think it rained. Rained a lot, I mean. Worms are going to be out for sure. Oh, okay. So maybe this isn't flooded, it's just wet. Have you ever heard a worm sing? They only sing if they trust you without reservation. The worm song is completely unique. Anyway, so where's fun? Anyway, so where are we going? If you really just dropped like the first like 3 sentences of a Wikipedia article about worm singing and then just went back into the conversation as if nothing happened. Yeah, Ezra, go scout. Yeah. I'll if you find anything. Oh. I'm a cat. I'm playing the cat game. This is the game. Person moving in slow motion. There's even a... Who's playing Stray? Oh, it's Rita. Stray ripoff, true. Folks, the ones who built this thing, they chased birds too. Why is this person... This is kind of intimidating, this person walking at me in slow motion. That's what they wrote. Oh, some migrating birds up here from Central America. Got another cat over there. Somewhere up to Florida. And then here. Guess it might have been a metaphor. Okay. Lizard darts out from beneath a rock. But what about this cat here? Oh. Damn. So can I go... What is this? Waffles weather? Or just scan the self. The self. The shelf. On a righteous journey. He quickly found the book he was looking for. There were only a few dozen left. More shelves than books now. The result of an experiment called the New Selection. Privately, he called it The Purge. A book? A Crystal Age. Anonymous. Fairly recent publication. George flipped through the pages for a minute. The binding was stiff. Fraser didn't trust anonymity. He had an almost pathological need to see everything clearly and plainly. Transparency. Fraser proposed and executed experiments just like any other community member, but his experiments had a scorched earth quality. They were all destructive. He moved from one area of the community life to the next in search of the excess to cut back. Lately, he'd turned his scythe to the library. The new selection meant decimating their store of books according to Fraser's own inscrutable criteria. Now, we are guaranteed something vital every time we take a book from the shelves. No more time lost to printed chaff. Fraser's colorless voice echoed in George's mind. He felt like spitting. Instead, he tucked the book under his arm and set off for the woods. Am I George now, or am I think I'm still a cat. Being guided by what looks like a dragonfly is like the pointer now, which calls back to that story of... I don't even remember who told that story anymore. That story of that person who... Just some random dude at the fucking, that gas station, right? Who got, like, lost in a cave and only found his way out once a dragonfly sprouted from his last apple. Is that a church? Looks churchy. Hey, yo, you're a cat. I'm a cat. Yeah, okay. How that conversation always goes. Oh, another cat. What's up? Something in the bushes? Third. Hmm. What are we gathered around here to commemorate? 6 or 7 men stood in the sun about a dozen yards from the ditch, and you could hear them laughing. He tried not to hear them. Instead, he listened to the shovel punching through the dirt as he shaped the trench. Wet dirt. Mud, really? Made a hungry sound as he shaped the trench walls. Is this actually a funeral? Is that I can't even tell if that's a casket, but it kind of looks like a casket-y shape with flowers on it. Laughing, huh? And sneezing, apparently. One man was louder than the rest. He had a nervous laugh that sucked up all the air around him. The out-of-towner stuck his shovel into the dirt and squeezed the bridge of his nose. He sneezed, took a swig from his thermos. Wasn't that poem that lady read on the station to the out-of-towner? I guess there's multiple out-of-towners. Maybe the out-of-towner is just a general classification. Kind of, you know, when you have a tiny little community, everybody knows everybody, so you can tell the out-of-towners. Laughter quieted into greedy chuckles, and you could feel the men approaching. He just disappeared. Huh. What is this modern art installation? Did it? I walked through it. I've experienced. Oh, dude, it's the crow. What's up? This will be a good conversation. Oh, wow. He's confused. These are the actual sounds that crows make. That was not a caw. Oh, damn. Tell him. Alright, I guess that's that. There's the wrecked... See, wow, that building is fucking tiny. The wrecked station. I will give Rita a tour of the cameras and wiring. She'd just been through a certificate program on public broadcasting at the community college, so no surprises there. Nikki showed her the video databank. James demonstrated the Sandin image processor. Then Ron came barreling in with an urgent expression. Rita had entered the public broadcasting program as if at Fishtrap Lake Community and Technical College with a vague desire to be a newscaster. One of her instructors got her excited about pirate television, and she followed threads through TV and activist communities until she found herself here somehow, volunteering at WEVP TV. It wasn't quite the radical guerrilla television she'd dreamed of joining. This group seemed more interested in sharing the town's home movies than culture jamming and interfering with corporate stations, but she liked that focus on local concerns. Ron's news was clearly bad news. Rita's heart sank a little as they listened. She knew things were unraveling, knew from experience what that looked like. Wouldn't it be nice to arrive at the beginning of something for once? But as she listened to Ron detail the power company's sudden withdrawal from town affairs, she heard other possibilities. Studied their faces and found concern, for sure, but also something like relief, hope, and awakening of play. Nikki looks like she might have been daydreaming. These were people, Rita decided, ready to step out of the company's shadow and build something of their own. Ron said the TV station would still be funded by court order. Could that be their anchor? Holy shit, a hangar. Oh, this is the airstrip. What the fuck? Okay. God, what a terrible place to have a broadcast station right next to a fucking airstrip. Ezra's asking to fly the fucking glider. First, they only observed the truck from a distance. It was an alien carcass, something that had made more sense in death than in life. The company had dropped it off in the middle of the day when everyone was at the plant. They let it sit overnight, alone and strange. Nikki thought it was ridiculous, but Ron approved. To Elmo, the truck was simply beautiful. The town didn't produce much garbage anyway, she said. Who would drive it and where? The only road in town was the old airstrip. Everyone had to agree this was money and attention that would have been better spent addressing the town's drainage problems. Maybe finally get started on that damned messianic ditch. I don't know what the fuck a messianic ditch is. Still, they had a few things to dispose of. Broken flower pots, empty glass bottles, clothes that didn't fit anymore. They gradually fell into the habit of collecting waste and carrying it to the truck. Once a month, some shadows would come in from the night woods and haul the garbage away on a cart. Some shadows, huh? Oh, look at this. Look at these A-frame homes. You look like you have extra food to give to a cat. Hmm. Really know where I'm going. There's a graveyard. Headstone has no name on it. Maybe it belongs to a wild animal. It wouldn't be wrong to bury it. Well, I don't know. I mean, you could. I don't know that it'd be wrong. It'd be kind of weird, but maybe one animal buried another. The seer reclined high in a tree, carving fine details into a small wooden pipe. The seer? He'd done the bulk of carving over hazy mornings with the stoneworker. He smoked constantly. She only smoked when she was happy or very sad or bored. From this height, she could see the earth movers shaping the mounds under the draftsman's supervision. See him inspecting his plan, drawing he'd made from her game map. Hmm. Oh, I run into something. Was it Ron? Junebug and Johnny strained to hear the noises coming from the well. There's that weird sleepy singing again. Two songs overlapping, but the same singers in each group. Should have changed the white light to a laser pointer in the section. I think it's a dragonfly right now, I'm pretty sure, which means something. Because I'm pretty sure it means something. Although has that been done before, like guiding a cat through puzzles with a laser pointer? I mean, that's really just point and click as a gimmick. Or actually, no, it'd be like point and click, but you're always clicking. So the cat's always moving towards where the laser pointer is. That would make a really interesting puzzle game, actually. Now your eyes, Cricket. Need to swap lenses, but they'll be fine. I'm okay. That's a deep meow. Can I descend? There's the tap. The well, maybe. Hmm. went that way. Oh, it's Ezra and Nikki. What kind of fish are those? They're goldfish. Wait, do goldfish actually eat mosquito eggs? I believe it. I guess goldfish are like... It's so weird thinking of goldfish in the wild. It's like the only context I ever see goldfish in are, you know, prizes at the fair. Where you take them home and they eat goldfish food. Sounds like a good job. Brings you to town, Ezra. Just dropping something off here. Oh, good luck. My poem. Who's it for? It's for me. The poems are for her. They have to be. It's all hazy. Hmm? Are we done with the skeleton arc? I think so. Yeah, oh, there's a dead horse. Yeah, so Conway, was, I want to say taken, but he wasn't really. He kind of just went like, he just took off. He didn't even finish the delivery. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna go be a skeleton. So he's a skeleton now. He's a dead skeleton. I went in here before. You're in. So I don't really know, oh, sleeping lady, Wanda. Yeah, so now it's Stray. I should find, oh, people have moved. Okay, that's right, Ezra moved. Okay, there's Junebug and crew. Mailbox says 5 Dogwood Drive. Oh, is this it? They're a torment? I think it's lovely. Just showed up, the house. Who lives here? Shrug. Feels warmer in here somehow? Warmer and brighter. Nobody lives here? That's true. Somebody did order some furniture. Actually quite spacious. You could fly a plane in here. There is a plane nearby. Yes, good job, Ezra. Well, I mean, the light in here is pretty great. I mean, it got so much natural lighting because it has 2 giant windows. A good space to read a book. Set up a whole studio, that's true. And at night, we look at the stars. Set up a new workshop here. Get out of town before dark. I mean, we can just go with the group. We could set up a new workshop here. Just fix things. It does kind of feel like a stage. Who is the audience? Everybody's leaving. Think more people will come after these people leave? Guess we'll be the first. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm racing Ezra. Oh, hey, he didn't say go. Piece of shit. I think I won that. It played by my own rule. You took off first. Also, damn, there's like more greenery here now, I think, than before. I guess they're just moving the shit in here. Oh my god, she just slid. This character you started out as still out there somewhere? No, Conway became a debt skeleton. So he works at the distillery with all the rest of the debt skeletons. Yeah, you might have missed last night. He went off to become a debt skeleton. And so everyone else kind of took up the... Well, I guess kind of Shannon led the delivery and everyone else just kind of tagged along. Because he left her the truck and the goods inside. This place is actually... Didn't always have that coffee thing in there? Oh my god, look at all the birds up there. It's like a toucan. Can I go in here again? Well, they do be birding up there. You get out of there. I was able to climb a tree, and from there I spotted a secret path. Lucky. Never thought of it that way. I guess I could be described as a living skeleton with shit attached. Yeah, I mean, basically. It was only the beginning. And I found the library of television. TVs everywhere. And one eyeball pointed at a cooking show and the other at a crime show. It's like she was just at a store that sells televisions. If I stayed any longer, I would have split into 1,000 different people. Sounds scary, but also kind of cool. Exactly. I should discover the place where all the garbage goes. The dump? No, it's much more exciting than a dump. What they do is they take some water out of the ocean and replace it with garbage. That is what they do. But the fish are getting very angry. Between us, I think a war is coming and we'll have to choose a side. Isn't that what Aquaman's about? I have to ride in a big truck and a tugboat. Man, we both had quite an adventure. We should stick together. A team. Let's go. With Ezra's giant fucking eagle that's somewhere and her, I don't know what she has going for her, but Ezra has a giant fucking eagle, so it'll work out. Got a tire? Can I get in the tire? Let's go. Oh, there's the memory of someone here. Lays back on the runway, its hands folded behind his head, halfway between dreams and the afternoon sun. He entertained the momentary delusion that he'd survived a plane crash and was vaguely unhappy when the dream faded. Why would you be unhappy to go through... Why would you be unhappy to have the dream end where you fucking are in a plane crash? It's been a very pleasant plane crash. Coming into land, he'd slammed into a truck. The driver probably thought the runway was another road. The runway smelled like oil, years of leaky light traffic taking off and landing. All the state said they wanted was to knock down some trees, many trees, build a road tying the small town to the larger web of streets and highways that entombed the rest of the country. It would bring in new goods, new people, maybe even some cash from tourism. Well, that's optimistic. Many of the residents supported the idea. But Clyde and his inner circle of stunt pilots turned mail carriers knew that a road would be the end of their secluded paradise. Damn cars. Damn roads. Ruining the lives of... Is that a big wolf? Oh, fuck. Or is that a small horse? Or is that just another horse? Kinda hard to tell. Let's run. Nah, they don't scare me at all. Oh, he's talking about his ghosts, probably. There's a very old one, and nobody can quite figure her out, but I can't imagine she means any harm. Leave the radio on for her at night, somewhere between the stations, so it's just hissing. She likes the hissing, I think, though I can't say why. What is it about the radio they love? They all love it. Just keep talking, Ron. Just keep talking. This lady is a mannequin. Oh, she's going back. Oh, it's her, the artist lady from Clara, I think. You're playing music in Nashville later. That's a good place. And that is where music happens. Play theremin for 24 hours uninterrupted in an art gallery. That was fucking insane. With everyone gone, who will feed the ghosts? Yeah, there's nothing here anymore for the living. Damn, Ron got real emo there. Yeah, there's a lot of ghosts walking around this little town. No. There were some, actually there were some before, but now it feels like there's more. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. So how did you all get food out here? Oh, he's talking to a crow. I thought he was talking to whoever was painting. How do they manage that? Makes sense to me. Will you stick around to help? You're right, I'll think about it. Good talk. Crow talk is always good talk. Everybody's just having lunch or something. So I noticed there's these big-ass shadows that have been flying around. Are those like planes that I just can't hear? About board games? Yeah, they're just making small talk. Hello, other cat. Oh, is she wearing Conway's jacket? What is this turtle house? Paints and chalk in the small bag, diary in the large bag, stuffed dog in the small bag, photograph of Chris in the large bag. No, in the small bag. Andrew couldn't decide. Should she keep the photo of her husband or should Alex keep the photo of his father? He dreaded the separation from her son. Fraser insisted it was just to help Alex develop independence and community ethics. But she'd seen the same thing happen to Isabel after criticizing Fraser's new flood control plans. Set everything down, closed her eyes, massaged her temples, and wondered, not for the first time, how Fraser consolidated so much invisible power so quickly. How had he done it? Had he in fact done anything at all to claim this incredible lattice of influence, or had they simply blindly given it to him? I think we've seen this Fraser. Or A-frame houses. Oh, looks like the plane's back in shape. I think this other cat was looking for you. Will you be a family now? Jesus Christ, Ezra. Oh, I mean, you can change your mind later. That's your choice. I'm a cat. bar in Boston. Last time I saw Frasier, everyone knew my name. I barely get that joke. I do get that reference, and I fucking barely. Like I was thinking about making a Frasier joke myself, but I legitimately could not. And that you mentioning the fucking lyrics to that fucking song is like the only. That's probably the only Frasier related information in my entire brain. And it had to be dusted off. Nice little setup you've got. This is Clyde. Oh yeah, he's the plane guy. Okay. I guess the hangar guy. Many afternoons have come and gone right here, listening to the radio, taking a break from some maintenance work. How's she looking anyway? I'll have her up and running again this afternoon. There's a couple of bends in the wrong places. Yeah, we still got to the Frasier joke. I guess that's what's important. Still got those old fucking TV references. Just lucky I have all the parts here. Difficult to mail order. No roads. There's one thing Cass always insisted about this place. No roads leading in or out. Hell, we can always fly. Dad would be pogging if he was watching. Yeah. Everybody pogs for Frasier. Totally broken. Oh, even the tape collection. That's right. I forgot about the tape collection. That was a sad meow. There's the mailbox. So 5 Dogwood Drive ended up just being like this frame of a house. It's not even like a frame of a house, really. It's more like just a... like the representation of a house. Like, that's what I would draw on a piece of paper if I had to draw a house, because I'm shit at drawing. There's some more counterclockwise laps. The birds are still here. I guess this whole area is a lot more green than it was before. I think. Yeah. Out here was a lot more dusty. So maybe that's like a season has passed. What are you doing, Ron? Time passing before our eyes? I'm inclined to believe so, yeah. Especially with the changing in lighting. Yeah, and this has been painted now. They're still talking about his jacket. Okay, but they've moved. Whoa. Were these trees white before? So what are these schmucks doing? Rita tore up weeds. Elmo stood next to her with a bucket. She passed him the uprooted weeds and he stuffed them in the bucket. They worked this way for a few hours. Dark clouds drifted slowly closer but wouldn't arrive until evening. Yeah, these shadow people are like memories, I'm pretty sure. These are like memories of what I would assume is before. I don't know, actually. I wanted to say I assume it's before the like flooding and the station building collapsed. Rita left to get some tea. Elmo sat in the dirt. He pulled up a blade of grass and held it in the path of a ladybug. When it boarded the grass and Elmo lifted them both into the air, he held the bug close in front of his face and tried to count the spots. Rita came back with a plastic jug of sweet tea. They sat and drank for a while and got back to work. The garden was coming along as well as they could hope, given months of neglect. When the plant shut down, the company abruptly pulled out of the area and took a large part of the town's population with it. This included the Carver family, who had tended this garden, the largest and most productive in town for years. Now the garden would be cared for by a new family and feed what was left of the town and whatever it became next. They didn't know much about gardening, but they were prepared to learn on the job. They knew for sure they would plant tomatoes. Those had grown well from this garden in the past. Yeah, so I think this is before the station incident, the rainstorm. Because I remember her mentioning my tomatoes when like all the rain was happening. Rita and Elmo worked until it started to rain. The rain washed their sweat into the dirt. It's true, tomatoes are pretty based. Some people really don't like tomatoes, and I don't get it. Tomatoes are great. Like, what would Italian food be without tomatoes? It would be basically nothing. Italian food's some pretty fucking dank food. You've become a tomato enjoyer? Nice. What are these two we're talking about again? Oh. Yeah, it's Italian food before 1500. That's like... What, just cheese and pasta? Really showing off my culinary knowledge and historical knowledge. I guess in fairness, there are some actually like fairly decent Italian dishes that are just cheese and pasta. Hmm. I'm not sure if like... I can't tell if it's like clouds passing over the sun here that's causing the dimness, or if it's actually... Oh, no. Time is moving, because he's making progress on this portrait. LeBron's been in the same place almost the whole time. Would you believe it if it came to me in a dream? One of those dreams where you're lost somewhere kind of familiar and anonymous, like a bus terminal. where you get the basis for all of your online arguments. Everyone else knows where to go, but you're really confused. I think that shadow that just passed, that wasn't a plane. I think that was just a big fucking bird shadow. It's nice. What's it for? I'm gonna put this up on the old barn as part of the ceremony. Honored. Cat's in the same place. Marianne's still clearing your throat. You two, Damn, she got sleep apnea. And it's still the same. Yep. I should just go back into the house. I don't know who she's talking to, like some grave or something. Like that was the spot where it looks like they were burying someone, but I still have not yet to see a coffin. No, Johnny's over here. Oh, and Nikki's over here now too. Okay. Hey, wind chimes. Birds still birding. That's good. Bird up. Ron's still pulling these dead horses, I guess. Ron looks like Mr. Incredible. At least his physique. And also kind of his haircut from a distance. I'm sorry, Ron, I'm a cat. I cannot help you. All I can do is complain at you. No, she's done with it. Okay, should I be meowing at these people at the picnic table? Because they're still on the same conversation. Got the jacket glowing in the dark. Am I using a basement? Okay. Where did Junebug go? I guess I have to listen to her too. Let her finish eulogizing or whatever the fuck. Actually, not even really eulogizing. She's just like talking to someone who doesn't seem to be there. He's gonna be dry as a bone. Going to the plant? Does the plant do good work? I don't know. That's what she was talking about. Maybe she'll explain. Oh, it's a memorial. Okay, good talk. Well, that was the one question that I had, and it is now answered. Yeah, it just looks like a bunch of potted plants. I have to finish listening to these two talk about rats. And rotting floors. Ghostman. Ghostman's about to walk right through her. Never mind, he's very courteous. He goes around. Power company moved in here a while back and set it up like their own little town. I see. So this place is actually kind of like, it's not too different from the distillery, but there's no, like, indentured servitude going on here. My god, look at the wires. It's very dangerous. What do I thought I was done talking to you about dead horses. I guess I didn't finish. There we go. I had to say goodbye. Oh, she wasn't done. Thought she was done. Okay. Okay, the picnic crew's moved. Family of small mice huddle beneath the debris. Well, there go the mice. There goes a good meal. Oh, these two. The library. What a mess. Basically like this building's only next of kin. I don't think anybody else, nobody living, has spent as much time exploring it. Once I found a door hidden behind a bookshelf, but it was locked and I never found the key. I don't know how... I don't know how he's not jumping in on this. That sounds like the exact kind of thing a kid would be super interested in. And reasonably so. That hidden locked doors that are hidden? Fucking, it's crazy. Gotta open them. Even though they're usually just very mundane things. But, you know, people have always been people, always made choices, and nothing was inevitable. Like to ask me about that blue door? That blue door. Special place. I feel a little guilty. There's pinball behind it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty mythical door. Maybe some new community will grow up out of the rubble. It's happened before. Hope they have an easier time. What's good, little dude? Oh, we were talking about the library. Friends of yours? Yeah, we travel together. Nope. Ron dug a grave. For the horses, I assume. Oh, so Elmo's running this thing. Before that, it was the company store. Johnny worked in a mine for a bit. Never enough. Had to start a garden. Some things you just can't grow. I can pass on the waffle recipe. Why is it so secretive? Just can't bear the thought of any son of a bitch from that power company eating one of my waffles. No, the mystery adds to the flavor. We ought to just set this place on fire. Oh, it turned into a concert venue. I mean, yeah. I mean, aside from the fact that it's in the middle of literally nowhere, but you know, maybe. Three A, lay paper flat. 3B, bring bottom left corner. What is this, printing instructions? This origami. Oh, you make origami flowers. Looser flowers felt more alive. She rolled her wrists. It was the 6th hour of her assigned company store shift, and she'd made dozens of flowers. Ron had bought a bouquet and cleaned out their stock for that afternoon. 8 steps, taking care not to rip the filaments from step 9. Put Ron's bouquet down in the sales ledger as a romantic bouquet, but really he was just buying in bulk at a small discount. Since the company started allowing resident workers to donate paper flowers to Aunt Connie for civic enthusiasm points. Exchangeable for sick days. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a memory, right, okay. Civic enthusiasm points. Exchangeable for sick days. Man, that's like... that is some mega corporation shit. I've heard of like vaguely similar things from like Walmart. Commotion outside caught Nikki's attention. Men yelling, blows landing. Down her work and stepped out just in time to see the crowd disperse. What am I meowing at? Oh, something I'm going up a tree. Like a squirrel. Okay. Oh, she's looking at books. The City of Ladies. Oh no, did the guy who just like gutted the fucking library of books only leave books for power company workers? Books to appeal to the common man? Minerva, Circe, Sappho. They're all old names. Some ladies from the Bible. Something something roommates. I think they all get together and build a city. Sounds nice. Oh, wow, he just started that grave. Actually, no, he's been, looking at this, he's probably been at it for maybe an hour. Yeah, what is the standard depth for horse graves? Maybe, yeah, maybe you should extend it. The neighbors were about 15 hands, so that's pretty close. Sure. If we're still company property, they'd be off to a landfill. They built so much here, they ought to be here still cleaning up. Not that I miss them. Damn. These two were chasing after something? Oh, something chased after a raccoon. Maybe a dog? Oh, it just occurred to me that this painting that this lady was working on down here is of the two horses. Johnny really wants to become friends with the raccoon. Yeah, R.I.P. horses. Nothing to say about her. Okay. Oh. Oh, I do not want to be next to that. Oh. Next time for sure. There we go. Yeah, get that lawnmower in the sky. I wonder, is he gonna go? Ooh. Maybe he doesn't have the fuel. Oh, he's just checking things. I guess he cut it himself. Okay, but he could fly it. That's good. That's the important bit. Ooh, but why don't you? What a question. Oh, there's more stuff in the house. Oh, it runs. Excuse me. What are these shadow people up to? Clyde and Cass sat cross-legged in the shade of a light aircraft. Cass shuffling cards and Clyde absently flipping through a stack of unopened letters. They called themselves the Dervish Brothers Flying Circus, a name that outlived the Dervish brothers themselves, who died within the first few years. The run of the circus was left to their Aunt Cassandra, who everyone called Cass. Cass played cards and told fortunes with the same deck. Sometimes she'd switch it up mid-game or mid-divination until you never knew whether you were winning or losing, or if good luck in the game might mean bad luck in some other part of your life. Demand for aerial stunts having faded almost completely and many of their company having died or aged out of the profession, Clyde and Cass found for their remaining pilots a steady flow of contract work delivering mail to remote rural areas, but this place was abandoned. Cass's cards predicted they'd be here for quite a while. Where did he go? Oh, Wanda's taking some notes. Notes on soil. Good crumb. Tastes like, worms. Oh, is she from the Bureau? Oh, I see. Had her eyes on this site for years. Well, don't just set up just yet. A knife having an aura? And for greater things. That's usually not a good thing for a knife. Ah, just taking one last look. And you were sketching, researching? I'm gonna see this ancient earthwork. Oh. Oh, this is like, this is really... Because I know they, like, in the southeast of the U.S., although Kentucky's kind of up a bit for this, but I don't know. I know in, like, the southeast of the U.S., the, like, native populations there made, like, various structures with, like, dirt, like, big old dirt mounds that kind of resembled hills. And, I guess, spirally stuff like this, maybe? That is a thing that I have learned about once. Most of these ancient earthworks are thought to be burial mounds, but this one definitely isn't. To be honest, I don't know what it was for. Cahokia in Mississippi. Yeah, there's like the Mississippi mound. I was gonna say the mound makers, but that's like that's a Dark Souls 3 covenant, I'm pretty sure. I think the mound makers are like the crazy people in Dark Souls 3. Well, this grave's getting to be horse size. As long as it's a rag, I guess it'll work for mopping sweat. That's the spirit. Oh, people going in and out of the shop. Oh, it's waffles for any weather. That's what it says. Wait, did it always say that? I know it always said waffles. Well, wait, no, that's an apostrophe. It didn't always say that. Waffles are back on the menu. Yeah, true. I mean, that can only be a good thing. Waffles are cracked. Think about the music from the jukebox leaking and just pooling up in the bottom somewhere until everything was drowning. For a few hours, no matter what you put in that jukebox, it'd come out strange. Sounds pretty cool to me, man. Oh, there's less birds up there on the library. Talking about living in the church looking building. Workshop? No. If it's a big church, churches are where you go for the good acoustics. Get that big old reverb. That's what those buildings are like all about. No, you set up like fucking Junebug and Johnny in there. Right, the glider's all good. God, imagine how like dirty and muddy this cat's paws would be. Going through all this dirt and mud. Fucking crazy. Rita never got as many bands to come up here as she would have liked, I think, but it's always a blast. What kind of syrup are they running in the waffle shop? Anything more exotic than just maple? Honestly, this is Kentucky, so probably not. I think they'd be lucky to have maple syrup in the middle of the woods here. Oh, I didn't even notice Junebug sitting here. How does anybody find this place without any roads coming in? They wander in from the trees. Sometimes you only need a few people. Ceremonies around dusk. Oh, okay. We'll stick around. And I actually kind of have to wonder now, what would it have been like if Conway had been able to make it here? Because he was the one kind of, like, destined for this and whatnot, what with him being the delivery man. But he never found it. Hmm. This specific chair. Holding a rocking chair. I wonder, with all this, like, furniture that he was carrying, sent to this empty, like, frame of a house, I wonder if, like, that was, what was her name? Lisette? Lisette's, like, because that was Conway's last delivery for her as well. So maybe that was Lisette's way of, I don't know, sending him off with something. Then he tragically became a debt skeleton. Yeah, you're damn right that helps. The meows always help. My boy Ron singing about brothers. Hear nobody pray. Crash on the highway. This is something he was talking about earlier as well, I think. Somebody was talking about crash on the highway. Was he singing this song earlier? I don't remember. Seems like a good opportunity to get a drink of tea. Gotta be something really like, I don't know. Gotta be something kind of like primal about singing while digging a ditch. Or doing similar, just like repeated manual labor. Kind of calls back to like the fucking, like the chain gangs and shit. And like slave spirituals and stuff like that. But I guess it probably even predates that. I mean, surely people just singing while working. Is he repeating himself? I can't tell. The song just... Alright. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's having a great time. He's digging a hole. Oh yeah, it's like sea shanties too. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Is everyone else gone? Do I have to listen to him sing the rest of the song? Yeah, I wonder if before there was like... Oh, Shannon up there. I wonder if there was like before like, you know, like common language. I wonder if like fucking like cavemen were just like grunting songs together. I bet they sucked. People are trying to rest. Oh, a big glitchy there. What? We're wiggling. Mind me. Like they're clipping into each other. Is it almost dusk? This shadow person's still here, but I don't think I can... I think there's any interaction to be had. She watched him. He walked deliberately, his eyes closed. He was already remembering the path. This is the path the seer had found in her scrying game, a series of private dice rolls and inscrutable diagram. Oh, okay. So the seer is that lady that the plane dude mentioned, who like read tarot cards with the same deck that she was playing games with. The community trusted this game, and it led them to fish-filled stream, intimate knowledge of the elements and the stars. Even here to the Cenote Settlement. He trusted it without understanding it, and now the game had revealed to the seer this vital route which would lead them to safety before the next floods came. At the end of the route, she'd seen a safe, quiet place, caverns of leathery black birds, lake of eyeless fish, towering flame. The lake of eyeless fish sounds familiar. Maybe the towering flame does too. Is it talking about the zero? Now the diver walked the mounds, memorizing the route. It's almost ready. Huh. Did they discover the zero? People around? Nope. That means it's time for all the villagers to gather around. Here we are. The guy in the suit in the back. Hey y'all, thanks for sticking around for this. I know we've all got places to... Well, if anybody still needs somewhere to go, be sure and speak up, okay? I think Ron's heading through the woods tonight, back to the road if you want a caravan. Staying him? Sure. At least for a while. I want to make sure everyone has somewhere to go. Right now, though, we've got some friends to bury. The neighbors. Mickey has a poem and I have a song. Anyone wants to say anything, though? I'll go first. The neighbors were kind, gentle, beautiful horses. Used to go on walks with the silver one out in the woods, but why didn't anybody ever give them names? Silver one, well, I guess he was gray, but his coat looks silver in the light, so I always called him that in my head. And the other one is the other one. I loved these horses, but you'd never know it if you heard me talk about them like that. Oh, I'm sorry, Silver One and Other One. Sorry I don't have better names for you. You deserved better names. Also, sorry I'm so bad at this. Nah, everybody's bad at eulogies. Ron's got something to say. Just want to say these horses used to crap on my floors, but it never bothered me too much. I never mentioned it to anyone. I didn't want to make a thing out of it, but if we're clearing the air, well, that happened, and it's okay. I mean, recently, too. I was cleaning up horse crap just a couple days ago. I'm saying it was okay. Doesn't sound like it was okay. Would have been okay if any of you wanted to crap on my floors. I just want to say that. I would have cleaned up after any of you if you crapped on my floor. I don't think we should be promoting a community where people crap on each other's floors. Thinking about when all those canned carrots showed up in the mail. You all remember that? Somebody was calling around with some canned carrots they wanted to be rid of, and I guess Consolidated Power got word of it. It's gonna be an uptick now, yeah. Floor crappers. These cans of carrots showed up in the mail, and we didn't know where they came from at first. I tried some out, no flavor to them. Some of them were gray, just awful. Rita said that's still okay to eat. Like, sometimes carrots just lose their color if they sit in a can too long, but nobody wanted them, really. Well, Aunt Connie came on TV with a message like, hope the horses are enjoying their treat, and we thought, okay, these are for the neighbors, sure. Horses love carrots, right? The neighbors wouldn't touch them, wouldn't even look at them. You'd think they were canned rocks. We opened a couple dozen and set them all out by the water, though, and they're still there. They were still there a day later. Even the raccoons steered clear. And then, of course, Consolidated sent us an invoice for every can we'd open, already made out in the company's script. How do you like that? Okay. How about that weather, huh? Hope it all holds out so we can all get to wherever we're going next. Maya, you and the other visitors might not know about the out-of-towner. He came here to work for the company, to dig a ditch. The company worked him good and hard, and for less than he was worth, but it wasn't enough. They had to use him up completely. After that, we became ungovernable, first out of shame, then grief, then anger. Poem for the neighbors, but it's also for this town. We're gonna bury this town today when we bury these horses. It's the same thing. We're gonna bury these horses, and what do you think will happen next? We'll all walk out into the woods and leave this place empty. No, I guess some of us might stay and build again. That's alright, it couldn't be me. But to try is your birthright. If you do stay, you'll be building on top of a grave. That's true anywhere. The whole world is built on top of graves. Look for me under your boot soles, as the fella says. Oh, that wasn't her poem. Man, that was probably way better than whatever poem she's about to read. We all leave town and call that town a ghost. What ghost gave this town breath and made it home, and now that breath is gone, we buried it here. What's left is not a ghost, it's just the bones. Don't stare at someone as you're reading it, that's fucked up. Our neighbors were the best for us, or were the best of us, of course. It's always so, our better selves, clear of ourselves where we can see their glory glow. They glow now underground, our friends with love. Our neighbors left us here, though not alone. Where friends have gone, we hope one day to go. It's kind of morbid. Here we lay our town and friends to rest. May yet some day a new and hale grass grow. All right, now everyone clap. No. Damn.
I've heard of a land
Now
of
she's
joy
singing.
and peace and wonderful life. A beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright, where all who believe the Savior dear forever shall stay. And having been saved by grace divine, I'm going that way. I'm going that way.
I just realized all these shadows are here. Have they always been here?
Yes, dear, the Savior I adore, Just sing and
I just
praise
realized I can
all
leave. I was like, can I just
I'm
leave?
going that way.
Oh yeah, no, there's more now.
Well, glorious news I tell and sing as onward I go. For those who
Getting a
are
chorus
still
now.
astray in sin, my Savior may know.
I don't need this. I'm a cat. I don't understand
I
any of this.
want them to
Oh, I can't actually
sing
go that
my
far.
praise above some beautiful day. For glory to him who died for me, I'm going that way. I know I shall meet him at the gate when trials are past. I know I shall meet him face to face in glory at last.
So I wonder,
Oh, I
because
believe
like the
one
obvious like,
day, well done, he'll say,
oh yeah, these people are getting swarmed by shadows.
while trusting my soul redeeming love, I'm going that
Because like the obvious text for
way.
this song is like it's talking about
I'm going
Jesus or
that
God in general.
way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day
I still
long.
move?
I'm
Oh, I
going
can.
that way.
Oh, there go the shadows. I'd assume that that was the end right there, but I guess it isn't. Give it another good counterclockwise lap. I think I've gone a full 360 degrees already. I heard Junebug walking or someone up there. Or Johnny. There we go. Oh, shit. DE looks kind of nuts. This game is somehow more indie than DE. Is that the end? That is the end. Huh. Yeah, no credits or anything either. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of like what I was like thinking as like things were happening. It's like, okay, well the funeral happens, and then you know, the people kind of they have the eulogizing for the horses, and probably something else in the subtext, to be honest. I have to think about it more, but then they just kind of set up. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't completely incomprehensible. There's something here. There's a lot of things here, actually, but like it's still a little hazy how everything kind of fits together. Uh, all right, escape. Right. Actually, I should think. I've only been going for like 2 hours 40. But I mean, I streamed last night too. And I do have like stuff to do. Play some CS. Time is it? Almost 8:30. No, I'll just probably call it here for this stream. No, maybe I'll. Hmm. I'm sure there's like a cajillion videos about this game. Maybe I'll have to watch a few. But I guess hmm. Well, let me scroll through some Steam reviews. Let's see what the people say. Expressway to your skull. I did kind of like how the dialogue choices in this game had like a tendency to shape reality, I guess. And it didn't feel like because that is kind of like a gimmick that I think a lot of text-based games try, but it didn't feel superficial as it very easily could have been. Because I think it's probably pretty hard to do that while like not feeling like like a cheap kind of like choose your own adventure book type thing. And I guess on the other hand, it almost might feel kind of it can feel on the other end of things. It can feel kind of like railroaded maybe, where like your choices don't matter. But I didn't really feel that either. I don't know. Time to do some thinking. Actually, I also have to Really gotta finish the script for the video. I'm behind on that. Alright, I'm getting out of here. We'll leave that with a bunch of things to think about.